But I'm so annoyed, dude. I don't know what editor I'm gonna use or anything, because every single time that I try to use a new editor that I could actually afford, it does not work. It's like I could obviously use it, but it does not work. So some editors that I use, actually most editors that I use, whenever I try to record like a narration, it doesn't even record it, which is the stupidest thing ever. And now, if you guys hear a bunch of background noise, that's because my brother's screaming, playing Fortnite, whatever. So let's just play this video. I'm actually gonna try to edit this so while I'm just talking, there'll be like gameplay in the background or something.
Guys, I'm Theo Joe, and you know what? I've heard too many people saying that PC is better than console.
And I wonder why too many people are saying that, but whatever, go on.
And I'm gonna prove all of you wrong today.
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna tell you why consoles are clearly better than PCs in every way you can imagine.
I don't think you're gonna change anybody's opinion. Actually, I think he might be joking just based on his face. I don't know, maybe it's just because I can't take him seriously because he looks a bit like Kylo Ren, but whatever.
First of all, consoles have better cinematic frame rates.
Yeah, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, listen to this, guys.
Your eye can't see above 30 frames a second.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, as I could clearly see whether I'm playing my game in 200 FPS or 60, or 30, or 14 if I have 40 bots in one game. I mean, I could definitely tell.
So it's useless to go up to 60. You're just wasting resources that could be put into graphics like they are on console.
Yeah, I could put my graphics settings to the max on most games and still get over 60 frames per second. I'm not. You know why? Because I have a PC.
Next, on console, it's way easier to keep track of all the buttons.
Okay, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard too, because it's not like when you're learning how to type, like when you're playing on PC. No, your hands are staying in the same exact position. I play weird. I press V to shoot and C to scope, cause that's just how I've been playing since I've always been playing like kind of weird with the trackpad. But whatever, you can make fun of me for that. It's fine. People have. I kind of don't take offense to it. But it's not like you're staring at your keyboard. Once you've you're never going to be staring at your keyboard. When I got a new keyboard or a new laptop, whatever, I just put my fingers on where they were supposed to be, and honestly, unless you're Neanderthal, you could tell where your fingers are. And after just playing for like less than a day, maybe for a few hours, you'll get the muscle memory to just remember where everything is. You'll move your fingers in a perfect place. That's why people, when they're playing PC games, they're not staring at their keyboard, they're staring at their actual screen so they could tell what's going on. But whatever. Unless you're really dumb, you don't have a problem keeping track of the buttons.
On a PC, you gotta worry about all the buttons on the keyboard, so many different buttons, so many.
And if you are really worrying about it, you can always, if it's really such a problem, you could always change the buttons so it's not that much of a problem, because you can actually change buttons on on all PC games that I've played except for like Super Meat Boy.
Controls.
You could even change the buttons on Cuphead, which is pretty amazing.
On console, it's so simple. There's just a controller. The buttons are usually color-coded.
But on console, you get an advantage by plugging in a mouse and one of those. It's not like a full keyboard, but it's a keyboard with only like 12 keys. And actually, what I want to do, I've seen this guy, I forget what his name is, but he plays Modern Warfare 3 with like a mouse and a keyboard, but he's playing on console. So pretty much he has a huge advantage over everybody because he still has the auto aim that's built into the console versions, but he's playing with a mouse. So he'll just get Moabs or nukes, which are 25 kill streaks, pretty much every single game. And I want to do that too. So I could just like my god, that would be fun. But whatever.
Not to mention there's only one thing as opposed to on a PC you have to worry about controlling with two different devices. Such a pain.
I don't know what he's talking about when it comes to that.
Console's clearly better in that.
Is how he's saying console's clearly better? It just sounds like he's joking. I honestly think that he's joking because he made another video saying how he was joking about some other video and he thought that it was clear that he was joking, but I watched it and it wasn't that obvious. So he might be joking in this one too.
Respect. Next are friends lists. How are you supposed to play on PC with friends if there's no friends list?
There is a friend. I think he's joking, because it doesn't matter whether you're using Discord or Steam. There's obviously a friends list, and I think on Windows there's a built-in thing where you could actually have friends, but that's like so useless. And I think Skype is also built into Windows 10, but nobody really uses that, or no gamer really. I just use Discord and Steam voice calls, Steam messaging, and that is actually really useful. It's really cool to see what your friends are playing, so then you could join their game or invite them to your game. That is useful, and then you could also like join a voice call with your friends. You could create groups. Obviously, you could do that on PlayStation, but it's not actually that useful because I don't think you could create like. Well, you can't even download external things on PlayStation, but you can on your PC. So you could like link it to some sort of mod that you made of a game. Yeah, I'm in multiple Steam groups. I'm like in the Steam group of Counter-Strike Classic Offensive and Half-Life Adrenaline Gamer, or Accelerated Gamer, I forget what it's called.
You log into Xbox, you got your friends all there, you see who's online. Can't do that on PC. All you do is you log in, you get Internet Explorer. What good is that?
No, yeah. The only good the Internet Explorer or Edge is so you could download either Chrome or Firefox. I downloaded Firefox, and then from there I downloaded like Xandronum. I think that was one of the first things that I did download. Then GZ Doom. Oh wait, no, Steam. And then I downloaded Dolphin Emulator, and then Project 64. I mean, once you get an actual browser that you like, which is not hard, I mean, the sky's the limit. There really is no limit, actually, to what you could download. You could even make your own stuff with, I don't know, if you learn how to code, which I don't really, so I'm not going to go in depth about that, but yeah.
I don't know why you'd ever use PC. You can't even play with your friends.
So I think that he's joking. I'm just going to guess that at the end of the video he's going to say that he's kidding.
On top of that, there's no voice chat on PC.
Okay, so he's obviously kidding by now because there's things like Skype. I think there's a thing called like Team Chat or something. There's Discord, which all my friends use. There's even Steam voice messaging or voice chat, like a voice call. And that is cool. I think it uses the sound effects from Five Nights at Freddy's when you're calling them, which is kind of cool. But that is actually really useful. I like Discord better because you could create a general voice chat for multiple people where you could have like a call with multiple, and then there's Google Hangouts too. So yeah, that is it. There is definitely a voice chat. I'm not taking this guy seriously because I think that he is joking, but whatever, let's just keep going.
On Xbox, you got party chat, you got messages.
We have party chat.
You can send people.
We can send multiple people messages in multiple different programs.
Can't do any of that on Windows.
Yes, you can.
The next
You can even do that on Mac too.
reason is there's no modders or hackers on consoles.
Yes, there are, especially on Call of Duty games.
On PC,
There's such thing as a jailbroken PS4, Xbox, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. You could still hack. Obviously, you do have to plug it into your PC to download the hacks, but still, that's just because you can't actually download stuff from the internet. Once you do download stuff from the internet using an external plug, you can definitely hack on console.
you got all these modders.
Yeah, you run into a hacker or modder, I would say, every 50 games.
Hacking the game and changing it and making it easier for themselves and changing characters and guns, and it's crazy. You don't got any of that on console. There's no modding.
When there is a modder or a hacker, they're trying to blend in. They're not trying to purposely get banned unless it's a free-to-play game like TF2 or Iron Sights. So, like, you're not really going to run... Even if you do run into a hacker, they're probably just going to be a legit hacker, which in my opinion are actually the worst ones, because they're trying to blend in. They're not just being totally obvious and getting banned quickly. So that is actually a genuine problem, but it's not like you'll even realize that they're hacking, unless they're super blatant but trying to be legit. Which then you could still, especially in a game like CSGO, of course the Valve anti-cheat is pretty bad, but you could report them and then multiple people can watch them in Overwatch, and then they will get banned.
On consoles, so there's no cheating, and you get to play the game the way the developer intended.
Okay, multiple games. There's multiple games that I can think of, not right now, but that I've played before. That if the game was really played how the developer intended, it would not be as fun as how people actually play it. Oh yeah, think about Super Smash Brothers. Imagine if we played it the way that the developers intended. It would be super boring. Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. 64, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Super Smash Bros. Wii U, and probably Super Smash Bros. 5, which is coming out soon. Those are probably they would all be super boring if we played it the super casual way with all the items how the developers intended it.
Without anyone messing it up. So obviously, console's better with no mods.
It's the way that he says, obviously console's better at the end of everything.
And the next reason is really obvious. Consoles are just simply more powerful than PCs.
So I think he's bringing up all the stereotypes that people seem to think. They seem to think somehow the tiny graphics card of a console is going to be more powerful than the humongous graphics cards with all the fans and stuff built into them. I don't even know what they're called, to be honest. But somehow, yeah, because consoles are magical, and because Sony just brought them down from heaven, they're instantly more powerful. So let's just see how he thinks that they're more powerful.
How many times have you seen people asking, can my PC run this game?
Oh yeah, it's because, so he seems to think this, or people seem to think this, because I'm not sure if he's actually being serious or not, because not every PC is the same, just like how on the other hand, every console is the same. In Xbox 360, all the games on the Xbox 360 can run it, because every Xbox 360 is the same. Every Xbox One is the same. Every PS4 is the same. It's the same exact thing. But every PC is not the same. There's different graphics cards. There's different, keyboards. There's different monitors. I'm not going to go too in depth about that stuff, but there's different stuff that everybody has, and obviously that's great because it's actually an option to change your gaming experience. You don't have to, but you always can, and you can have a better time playing your games if you really want to spend the money on it.
Is it powerful enough? Why don't you see people asking that for consoles?
Because every single console, let's say if there's a game on the PS4, it can obviously run on the PS4 because every single PS4 is the same. That's why.
It's probably because all consoles are more powerful. You don't even have to
No, that's not why.
worry about if it's powerful enough to run a game. They're so powerful that games can't even take advantage of all the graphics, so you never have to even worry to check if it's powerful enough.
No, that's still not it.
Everyone who's played console knows that it's way better to play on a bigger screen.
I think I'm gonna die.
You can't do that with PC. You gotta play on a little tiny monitor.
A tiny monitor. Yeah. Very tiny. 3 monitors. Super tiny. Very small.
Why would you play on a smaller screen?
Why would you play on a freaking couch 10 feet away? And actually, that's a bit much. Like 5 feet away from your actual screen. Why would you do that? You're giving yourself a disadvantage. Freaking casual.
Doesn't make sense. Console, you can play on as big a TV as you want. You can play on a big screen.
Yeah, I could do that too. I mean, it's not like the console comes with a TV either.
Projector if you want. You can't do that on PC. You're stuck with a little computer monitor.
Wait a second. Then why every single time that I go into school, a teacher is using a projector with their computer? I wonder why.
I don't know why you'd ever want to play on such a tiny screen when you can get...
Maybe because you don't have to actually move your head to see what's going on if you're trying to get a gaming experience. That's why every single professional gamer, whether they're on PS4 or whether they're on console or PC, uses a monitor. Not a super tiny monitor that's like the size of like only two hands put together. Like no, a monitor that's pretty much bigger than their entire head. But it's not so big that they have to move their entire body to see from one end of the screen to the other.
Get a huge one and be more immersed in a giant TV. Now the next reason is that PCs are just way too expensive.
Okay, they can be, but the thing that they can be is that a console isn't, because you don't have the options on a console to actually get a better gaming experience. It's always the same exact thing. But then on the PC, you could always improve your experience if you really want a better time, if you want better frame rates, if you want to be able to improve your graphics on the games that you play. Or if you want to have a better looking keyboard, if you want to have water cooling so your computer doesn't slow down when you play a really graphically intensive game. Or if you want to have a better mouse with like all those buttons on the side. You could always do that, but you don't have to. It's not needed to actually have fun. It's if you want to have more fun, or if you want to look flashy or feel cool while you're playing all your games, you can always do that. Get like a light up keyboard or something. But then again, you don't have to do that.
I mean, you look at Alienware, $2,000 to play video games.
$2,000 with like a light up keyboard, super portable, slim laptop. Yes, that is what you're getting. I'm pretty sure you can't just carry around your console without it plugged into anything and actually play it. Pretty sure a console doesn't come with a screen like those laptops do. Sorry.
It's ridiculous. You can just buy a console for $400 and play every game you want. Why would you?
Yeah, but I think people forget about this whenever they say it. Games cost money too. It's not like you buy the $400 console and you have access to every single game that was ever available on the console. That's not how it works. Same with PC. I mean, of course, there's summer deals where you get $15 games down to $1, or you get $30 games down to like $5, which is what I got. And then there's always refunds on Steam, which I'm pretty sure that there is not on PS4. Oh, and also the best Battlefield players in the world, or the best Battlefield player that I'm aware of, is way ahead of everybody else, and he's definitely on PC. He was so good that people called him out for hacking, and then he had to show them that he was streaming for them to believe that he was not hacking. Thing is that people on PC are just way too good because the mouse is too accurate. It's way more accurate. Think about something. Think about it. Is something that you control with your whole hand going to be more accurate than something that you control with your thumb that is about 5 times smaller? I don't know. Maybe you could tell me. But the PC doesn't have to be expensive. That's bringing it back to the main point, because I feel like I've kind of backtracked.
Ever spend that much money on a PC when you could spend so much less and play the same?
Yes, there's a thing that I've brought up multiple times. I'm pretty sure it might be. There's probably $400 Alienware stuff, but the only Alienware thing that I'm aware of like $600. But there's a $400 portable suitcase laptop that is. It's $400, and you could play games just as good as a console, if not better, on it. And there's also multiple $400 PCs that, because they're in one place and they're not forced to be built to be portable, they could actually run games a lot better than a console. And they also look cool too. Just pointing that out.
Same games even better. I mean, it's pretty much just a waste of money at that point. I'll never understand it.
Yeah, it's a waste of money. Yeah, I think he's kidding. But he's not doing a too good sarcastic tone.
Next, there's just so many more games on console.
There's so many more games on PC. You know, one of these days, now that I'm actually going to try to edit this video, I might not. I'm going to try to, though. I might just bring up a list, if I could find like a Google Doc, of all of the PC exclusives that aren't on console, and just compare it. Yeah, so compare them. Yeah.
You walk into GameStop, what do you see?
Oh my god, dude, he sounds like that little kid that said, I walk into Target, and on the PC shelf there's only a few games. That's because every single PC game that's being bought is digitally, because that's the more efficient way to go. The reason why there's very few actual physical copies of PC games is because there's very few people that don't have any internet to actually buy PC games online, or that have a very slow internet and don't want to wait like multiple days to download a game, like what you sometimes have to do on the PS4 because their servers are sometimes really slow.
Walls covered in console games, Xbox, PlayStation. Where do you see the PC games?
Oh yeah, they also have that because I'm pretty sure a console, or at least a PS4, does not come with enough space to download keep all of those games on the actual PS4 itself, so they need to hold those games on discs. Therefore, but with oh my god, dude, I'm gonna die. With a PC, you can always upgrade it to add multiple terabytes, and we can actually hold all those games. So, I don't know.
Little tiny shelf. Why would you want to buy a PC when there's so few games on it? You can't even buy any games. What's the point of spending so much money? When you get a console, you walk into games.
I'm not gonna say anything for the rest of the time until he moves on.
Stop. You got a huge selection. There's so much more of a selection. I don't know why you'd bother buying a PC when there's not even any games for it. We're nearing the end, but the next reason is that more people play console.
By more people, do you mean like the people that play for like 15 minutes a day until they have to switch until their sister wants to play, and she plays like super horribly, and then she plays for 15 minutes until their parents told them to get off and study for like 3 hours straight? Come on. The more people play, but that's like saying that more women game just because more people, or just because if you count mobile gaming as playing, let's say while you're like going poop, playing a game on your phone, or while you're, waiting for like a doctor's appointment, playing Candy Crush while you're waiting for that. If that really counts as gaming, then yes, women do play more. But if you actually count gaming as caring about it and trying to get competitive, or at least caring about it in the slightest bit, then males totally play way more. But if you're saying that there's more players on console, I'm starting to study. Okay, never mind.
I don't know about you, but none of my friends play PC at all.
It's because your friends are normies.
Does anyone even play PC at this point?
Yes, most people do. Actually, most people that are trying to do editing have to go onto PC because of more options and because it just looks way better.
Why would you want to play on a computer if there's no one else doing it? If I bought a PC...
So now he's saying that there's no games and that there's nobody actually playing it. So there's obviously multiple problems with that. I would say everything that he said is actually the opposite, but whatever. I guess he's entitled to his own opinion, even if it's completely and utterly wrong.
I wouldn't have anyone to play with. It's stupid. There's not even anyone playing on the PC.
I have about 30 friends on Steam, and I only have a few on PS4 that I actually know. The rest are my brother's friends.
I know from first-hand experience.
And he only has, like...
Finally, there's just more consoles to choose from. Look, we got one.
Okay, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, too. Okay, let's just see what he lists off.
One type of PC, but you got a whole...
You don't have one... That's the opposite of what it is. You have one type of PS4, you have one type of Xbox, you have one type of Nintendo Switch. You have multiple... You could completely get from, like, you could get, like, a Acer Predator Helios 300, or you could get, like, I think it's an Acer Predator 21X or something like that, which is $9,000, but my god, it is... You can run games so good. So, it's absolutely humongous, but it can run games so good, and by the way, it's a laptop. There's so many PCs out there that you could build, or that you could actually buy a pre-built. The possibilities are endless. They would not be endless, but since new PC parts are always coming out, they actually are endless, so I'm just...
A whole bunch of different types of consoles.
Voice crack.
You got Xbox, PlayStation, Wii U, Dreamcast, all that
Oh, I could emulate all of those, by the way. If you're just gonna keep going on, they're not endless.
Competition makes games better, makes the consoles better, but there's only one type of PC.
There's not. How is there only one type of PC? Are you trying to say that every single PC is built with the same exact specs? No, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Competition is necessary. You don't have a choice.
And if you talk about processing system, there is not. There's Linux, there's Macs, there's Windows. I think there's another one. I'm pretty sure he's not talking about processing system though.
The only person that wins is the PC Factory Corporation.
Is that a thing?
I'm sure by now I've been able to convince you that obviously console is better than PC.
School presentation.
So you can let me know that you agree in the comments section below, or you can tweet me at TheoJoe. I'm always on Twitter, especially after I make new videos. if you want to check out some other videos, those will be on the right-hand side. You can just
Yeah,
click them
so
or
that
look
was
in the
pretty.
description.
That was a pretty dumb video. Whatever. Let's get to editing. Thanks for watching.